Hello and welcome back to Conscious Consumerism, or welcome if you're here for the first time. So this is our September no-buy update, which if you're looking at the date of publication of this video, you can tell we're a little behind. There is a reason for that, and if you want to find out what that reason is, watch the next video, because that's detailed in our October no-buy failure. But anyway, so September 1st, needless to say, I think we've already alluded to this earlier, we have failed in our no-buy, and I'm just going to run through the purchases that make up this failure and explain the justifications behind each one. If you're following along or if you're trying to do a no-buy yourself, you can either, look at this and give us some feedback of how we could maybe succeed, or commiserate with us if you're also finding it difficult to stick to a no-buy or low-buy. So anyway, to get to the purchases. So the first thing that started off this spiral into, I don't even know where, is a mat, namely a mat that a baby could play on. So I've got a piece of it here. This is what I'm talking about. So it's like a little foam mat that you could put on a hard floor where a baby can roll around and not get hurt when they hit their head inevitably. So the reason we got that was so we could have it in the kitchen or in the living room on the hard floor surfaces and just put our baby down and not have to worry that she would roll over and hit herself and cry and need immediate attention. Now, I will say, because of our no-buy, we did have a conversation about whether we needed this mat or not, and we did evaluate it maybe a little more thoroughly than we would have before. So there is that benefit of setting up the no-buy for ourselves, even if we didn't end up following the rules very well. So the second thing that we got in September was a roll of packing tape, and the reason we got that one was to pack items that we were selling on the Mercari app as we decluttered in our own household. I think we talk more about that in another video, which is either yet to come out or already on our channel somewhere. So if you're interested in decluttering responsibly, you can check that out at some point. But the packing tape has been used a lot. It wasn't essential and has actually helped us declutter, make back some of the funds, or make some funds for the items that we no longer need in our own lives. Okay, so the next item was a light bulb. It's right there, out of the frame, but it's providing the light for this video, so was that a necessity? I don't know, but we're using it, so make your own call on that. Somebody else would argue that it was a complete necessity, and we'll see if he puts that in the editing of this video. Moving along though, so the next item was certainly a set of necessities for me. And the circumstances here was the beginning of a new job in September. And I mean, the job actually started a little earlier, but it started turning into a job where I had to show up somewhere every day. So I work as a teacher now, and basically schools went from fully virtual to in person for some of the students. And so I needed a setup at school where I could make coffee. So that's, as far as I'm concerned, an undebatable essential when you get up at 5 in the morning. So we got an Aeropress, which was the method of choice for something traveling like that, and convenience. And to supplement that, to be able to actually make the coffee at school, we got a new kettle, which we now keep at home, and a new coffee grinder. I almost forgot about that. So the coffee grinder is a major upgrade from the one we had before. So we're probably going to have to remake a coffee video at some point, because the one we have in the old footage is wildly out of date for our coffee making methods. But yeah, long story short, we got a coffee kettle, a grinder, and an Aeropress so that I could have a coffee setup at school. The Aeropress I actually got on the Mercari on the Mercari app using funds from items that I had sold. So I think that was one of our no-buy rules, or maybe rules, was that it would be okay to spend the money that we made from decluttering our own things to acquire the new items that we needed. And so like I'm saying, for me, the coffee is a need. I know it's debatable for some, but getting up early, It's not that fun. Okay, so the next item is an even more debatable necessity. I like to say it was necessary because I like this hairbrush, and the Mercari app, this hairbrush is not needed and totally not necessary. Cut! I had this on my Christmas wish list for later in the year, and so I figured maybe I would just go ahead and get this hairbrush now. So this is the Mason Pearson hairbrush. It's not just any hairbrush, it's a very expensive hairbrush. And you know, they're handmade in the UK and all that, and you know, special bristles and things. If you know, you know. But I figured I wanted to give that a try, and I did find it. You know, for sale secondhand. It is said to be new in the box, but I guess you never really know. But it seems really nice. I've been using it. It's right here. You know, I enjoy it a lot, and it means that I could take my old hairbrush to school and have a setup there. You know, so along with having my coffee, I could brush my hair there. Again, more debatable whether that was necessary or not, but I'm sure there's going to be something interesting in the editing here. This hairbrush is not needed and totally not necessary. So the next item in our September list is perhaps the most debatable non-necessity. In fact, I could even say, you know, come out and say this is totally not necessary. But again, I got trapped on Mercari, and again, this was something that was on my list for a possible Christmas item, for, you know, family gift. And this is a ping pong set that you can use on any table. So yes, this is not a necessity. But I did, again, like the Aeropress, use the funds from things I had sold on Mercari to buy this ping pong set. And we have enjoyed it a couple of times. So was it a necessity? No. But was it fun? Yes. Are we terrible at no-buys? Also yes. This is only the beginning. So anyway, we have one final item on our September list, and it's, again, this is debatable in whether we should be counting it in our no-buy criteria or not, because it is kind of a grocery item. We got some coffee, so this is kind of some more specialty coffee from Alaska. We got a lot of coffee beans as it was being shipped from Alaska, so we got more than we needed immediately, but we will use it all. And so it was, you know, put us over our grocery budget for the month to get this at the time. But, you know, we did rearrange things and compensate for it. We don't approve of using credit cards to be in debt, just for the record. There might be more videos about that later, but this is not primarily a finance channel, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's the last purchase we made in September. An order of coffee beans from Alaska, again to supplement all the coffee that we've been drinking and I've been having at school to help with the early mornings. Okay, that's enough for now. Well, anyway, stay tuned for next month if you want to hear what went down in October, why this video is so late. I don't know what else you'll hear in that video, but I'm sure there'll be something interesting, or not. But you'll never know if you don't come back and watch, so go ahead and subscribe if you feel like it. Hit the bell so you know when that video comes out. What else do people do? Like the video if you like it. Comment if you didn't like it, and we'll see what we can do for you. Or my husband might just troll you because he likes doing that. But yeah, I'll see you next time, and thank you for watching. Cut!